Hey there, and welcome to Ode to a Mockingbird, a sleep podcast where you'll hear cherished classics served up with laid-back Southern charm. I'm your host, Jake Phillips, and I'm looking forward to spending the next few minutes together. Now sit back and relax. Well, hey there. Good to have you back. I'm Jake. On this episode, we're going to read some Robert Burns, a great Scottish author. So let's sit here under this gazebo on a beautiful spring day with a light breeze and a soft rain and the birds chirping in the trees above us. And enjoy some poetry. Winter, a dirge. The wintry west extends his blast, and hail and rain does blow, or the stormy north sends driving forth the blinding sleet and snow, while tumbling brown the burn comes down, and roars free bank to bray, and bird and beast in covert rest, and past the heartless day. The sweeping blast, the sky o'ercast, the joyless winter day, let others fear, to me more dear than all the pride of May. The tempest's howl, it soothes my soul, my griefs it seems to join. The leafless trees my fancy please, their fate resembles mine. Thou power supreme, whose mighty scheme these woes of mine fulfill, here firm I rest, they must be best, because they are thy will. Then all I want, O do thou grant this one request of mine, since to enjoy thou dost deny, assist me to resign. A prayer in the prospect of death. O thou unknown almighty cause of all my hope and fear, in whose dread presence ere an hour perhaps I must appear. If I have wandered in those paths of life I ought to shun, as something loudly in my breast remonstrates I have done. Thou knowest that thou hast formed me with passions wild and strong, and listening to their witching voice has often led me wrong. Where human weakness has come short, or frailty stepped aside, do thou all good, for such thou art, in shades of darkness hide. Where with intention I have erred, no other plea I have, but thou art good, and goodness still delighteth to forgive. Fickle fortune. Though fickle fortune has deceived me, she promised fair and performed but ill. Of mistress, friends, and wealth bereaved me, yet I bear a heart shall support me still. I'll act with prudence as far as I'm able, but if success I must never find, then come misfortune, I bid thee welcome, I'll meet thee with an undaunted mind. rigs of barley. Corn rigs and barley rigs and corn rigs are bonny. I'll never forget that happy night among the rigs with Annie. It was upon a Lammas night when corn rigs are bonny. Beneath the moon's unclouded light, I held a while to Annie. The time flew by with tintless heed, till 'tween the late and early, with small persuasion she agreed to see me through the barley. The sky was blue, the wind was still, the moon was shining clearly. I set her down with right good will among the rigs of barley. I ken her heart was all my own, I'd loved her most sincerely. I kissed her o'er and o'er again among the rigs of barley. I locked her in my fond embrace, her heart was beating rarely. My blessings on that happy place among the rigs of barley. But by the moon and stars so bright, that shone that hour so clearly, she all shall bless that happy night among the rigs of barley. I have been blithe with comrades dear, I've been making merry, I've been joyful gathering gear, I've been happy thinking. But all the pleasures I e'er saw, though 3 times doubled fairly, that happy night was worth 'em all among the rigs of barley. Epitaph on a friend. An honest man lies here at rest, as e'er is God with his image blessed, the friend of man, the friend of truth, the friend of age, the guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few heads with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there's none, he made the best of this. A red, red rose. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. So fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the sea's gone dry. Till all the sea's gone dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun, I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run. And fare thee well, my only love, and fare thee well a while, and I will come again, my love, though 'twere 10,000 mile. Sweet Afton. Flow gently, sweet Afton, among thy green braes. Flow gently, I'll sing thee a song in thy praise. My Mary's asleep by thy murmuring stream. Flow gently, sweet Afton, disturb not her dream. Thou stock dove whose echo resounds through the glen, ye wild whistling blackbirds in yon thorny den, thou green-crested lapwing, thy screaming forbear, I charge you, disturb not my slumbering fair. How lofty, sweet Afton, thy neighboring hills, far marked with the courses of clear winding rills. There daily I wander as noon rises high, my flocks and my Mary's sweet cot in my eye. How pleasant thy banks and sweet valleys below, where wild in the woodlands the primroses blow. There oft, as mild evening sweeps over the lea, the sweet scented birk shades my Mary and me. Thy crystal stream, Afton, how lovely it glides, and winds by the cot where my Mary resides. How wanton thy waters her snowy feet lave, as gathering sweet flowerets, she stems thy clear wave. Flow gently, sweet Afton, among thy green braes. Flow gently, sweet river, the theme of my lays. My Mary's asleep by thy murmuring stream. Flow gently, sweet Afton, disturb not her dream. Thou fair Eliza, turn again, thou fair Eliza, and kindly blink before we part. Rue on thy despairing lover, canst thou break his faithful heart? Turn again, thou fair Eliza, if to love thy heart denies. Oh, in pity hide the sentence under friendship's kind disguise. Thee, sweet maid, have I offended, my offense is loving thee. Canst thou wreck his peace forever, what for thine would gladly die? While the life beats in my bosom, thou shalt mix in ilka throe. Turn again, thou lovely maiden, a sweet smile on me bestow. Not the bee upon the blossom, and the pride of sunny noon, not the little sporting fairy, all beneath the summer moon, not the minstrel in the moment, fancy lightens in his eye, kens the pleasure, feels the rapture that thy presence gives to me. My bonny Mary, go bring to me a pint of wine, and fill it in a silver tassy, that I may drink before I go, a service to my bonny lassie. The boat rocks at the pier aleaf, full loud the wind blows for the ferry. The ship rides by the Berwick law, and I must leave my bonny Mary. The trumpets sound, the banners fly, glittering spears are ranked ready. The shouts of war are heard afar, the battle closes deep and bloody. It's not the roar of sea or shore what makes me longer wish to tarry, nor shouts of war that's heard afar. It's leaving thee, my bonny Mary. Auld Lang Syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot, and auld lang syne? We two have run about the braes and poured the gowns fine, but we've wandered many a merry fit since auld lang syne. And there's a hand, my trusty fair, and Guy's a hand o' thine, and we'll take a right good willy wot for auld lang syne. For auld lang syne, my dear, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for auld lang syne. You've been listening to Ode to a Mockingbird, a sleep podcast. I'm your host, Jake Phillips, and it's been a real privilege to be able to spend some time with you. Please do subscribe, leave a review, and tell a friend if you're willing and able. And I look forward to meeting up with you again real soon. Until next time.